One thing on your side is Mayfield drop too.
Turn these bums off. Turn the bums off.
Turn this shit off.
That's funny. We're still in the playoffs and they're not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't watch that, man. I had to turn the game off, dude. I can't watch that. That's the end of the season, folks. Look at those scrubs. You gotta go. We're 1-5 in our last 6 games, man. We're a disgrace to the NFL. I'm really heartbroken because I'm such an Eagles fan and I was hyping us up. I'm arguing with Niners fans. The Niners fans were right, dog. Nick Sirianni gotta go. You know what I'm saying, man? Every week I get on here and I talk about the Eagles games. I go in depth on what I believe, where we went wrong, and just give my opinion on my take on the game. But after this game against the Giants, bro, I got nothing to really even say. There's nothing to say. That team looked terrible. We're 1-5 in the last 6 weeks, and the one win that we do got, if the Giants put Tyrod Taylor in earlier on that Christmas game, the Eagles probably lose that game too. So that just, like, what did they prove that makes me believe that they're going to go do anything in the playoffs other than lose? Maybe compete for one game and make it look like they're all right, bro. It's just going to be like false hope at the end of the day. They got to fire the coaches. If they don't fire Sirianni, they have to at least fire the defensive and offensive coordinators, because the defense and offense just tanked in the middle of the season as if they were scrubs. Like, if you watch these games, do they look like they're a 10-1 team? Or even like they're the defending NFC champs, like they just won the NFC championship last year? Do they look like that to you? And a lot of people are sitting here telling me it's not the coach. It's not the coach. He don't call the plays. Okay. Now, what is your job then? Because if you have one of the best running backs in the league who got 1,000 yards and he only gets like under 15 attempts a game, the head coach should have the power to say, yo, you got to give this man the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hated Chip Kelly when he was on the Eagles. But one thing about Chip Kelly, he will make sure the guy who needs to get the ball gets the ball, whether it's for better or worse. He makes sure the guy who needs to get the ball. Like, even Doug Peterson, I never seen there be a problem with the Eagles until this year where players who need to get the ball get the ball. Like, there was a span in time where it only looked like Hurts was throwing it to A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith never got the ball. DeAndre Swift never got the ball. Goddard barely gets the ball. I don't understand what's going on with the offense. And I think Sirianni, as head coach, should at least have enough power to say, spread the ball out. Give it to this person. Throw it to that guy. Target him more. Run the ball to Swift more. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't have the power to do that, bro, what does he do then? What is his job as a head coach? To just stand there with the plastic jar that has a bunch of plays on it and just read? Like, what's his real job? If you know what I'm saying? Because every time I critique Sirianni, they be like, oh, well, that's not his job. This isn't his job. That's not his job. Well, what does he do? Another issue with the coaching is, I was watching the game earlier and they said the New York Giants have blitzed on 79% of their defensive plays. Back in the old NFL that I remember, back when Phillip Rivers, Peyton Manning, all of these great players like Brett Favre and all of them, they were making adjustments in the middle of the game. All right, this guy's blitzing here. I'm going to call this audible, double team this guy, this isn't that. Bro, they're blitzing us and we're just sitting there taking it. Like, all right, that's just it. Rush our guy and we ain't going to do nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not calling no audibles. They're not making no adjustments. They're not running no scheme plays to get receivers open. They're just out there just running around, just doing their grocery list. I think I'm going to get some eggs, some milk, and get some butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even there. They're just, and then they put the camera on Hurts. He's like, what are you smiling for, bro? You're 1-5 in 6 weeks. Now, a lot of people are seeing this and probably think I'm talking bad about the Eagles. I'm a fake fan. I'm this, and I'm that. But the reality is I'm trying to look at it from an unbiased standpoint and just give facts on what should be done, because I don't feel like the coach is doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's the coach's job. You know what I mean? Now, the Eagles can beat the Bucs, but the only way that they have a shot at beating the Bucs is if they come out of the game and they start running the ball. Boom, run the ball, boom. 3-yard pass, 4-yard pass, 5-yard pass. Short little plays, chip away, get the momentum back. They have zero momentum, and they're just bombing the ball, doing Hurts quarterback draw, quarterback power option. Just chip away at them. 3-yard pass, 4-yard slant, 5-yard in route. Then you start going down the field as it opens up, and you start gaining momentum. Bro, they're 1-5. They have no momentum. They have no drive to win. it's just they look like they just want to be put out of their misery, bro. And I'm starting to feel bad watching them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hurt when you starting to feel bad watching. Like,